Hi, I'm Gary, and today I'm going to show you a slightly smaller version of my EDC kit. And of course, this is to replace a multi-tool, so what's a good multi-tool without a knife? This is a really nice one. This is Kershaw. It's a G10 on the outside handle, and it was designed by Hindenburg, which normally these knives, a good one could cost you $300. I think this one's, because of its normal regular steel in it, is only about 35, and it's made in China, of course. But at any rate, frame lock, suitable for opening envelopes, cutting apples, cutting up boxes. But any good knife, any good multi-tool needs a knife. This kit, this pouch is from Alpaca. I don't remember the exact name of it, but you can see it has a waterproof zip on the top and a waterproof zip on the side. And it's stuffed pretty full. So let's see what we have. Now, of course, we have a bunch of double-ended bits. Looks like some of them fall out, but they have two things on either side, so they double up on the number of things you get to do. I have some sockets. This is a 1/4-inch drive from Wera with a hexed 1/4-inch adapter on it. And here's another one, because if you lose the adapter, you're totally screwed. It won't work. That's a 10. This is the Leatherman Micro. This gives us scissors, tweezers, small screwdriver, bottle opener, tiny screwdriver, tiny nail file, more screwdrivers of small, and a tiny blade, suitable maybe for opening a letter. But generally good scissors, that's the reason they're there. And they weren't too expensive, as I recall. Oh, here's another one of those double-ended bits. Now, of course, this is the Leatherman extender. Let's see if we can get it out of the bottom. Oh, it's stuck down in there. This is the extender for the Leatherman tools. Now, the nice thing about this is these bits fit in here, so that you get both an extension and the deal. Oh, look, an 8. Everybody needs a good 8mm in here, and another double-bended bit. So there's probably one more in there falling out. These things have a tendency to do that. Oh, look at that. And because there's nothing like the Phillips, it's down inside, you need a couple of these longer bits. And are these handy. Here's a number 1 and number 2 Phillips. And this is a conversion from hex to 4mm for the small stuff. These are the double-ended Leatherman bits. On the outside, what else is in here? Anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. On the outside, the tiny Cobra pliers from Knipeck. These are the 100mm. They work pretty well. They're definitely light. Oh, and here is the 711L ratchet. This is the tiniest ratchet you can find. It also is a flex head. Kind of nice. This handle fits on here, and oh my gosh, look at that. Full end-up ratchet. Now, of course, you get the bits with this. And nice ratcheting. And because sometimes what you need is a little bit longer, there's an extension. This is the T-wrench extension. It also works, it's magnetic. Actually, it doesn't hold those very well, it does that. But it does give you the handle there, which you can use here. Ah, yes. And because this is Leatherman, I believe these Leatherman half bits all fit in here. Yes, they do. So that works. These work, although not as well as you might have hoped. They're a little bit wobbly, but when you go to use them, they stay. And then again, tiny tweezers, nice and light, Uncle Bill's, just like in the larger kit. Definitely handy. Oh, yeah, the pocket wrench 2, stainless. This again is a good wrench. You can see how you can grab stuff with this. the nut here on these teeth in there will allow you to really grab a nut and give it some turning. So combination of this and this, you can tighten up a lot of things. So really, this kit does work better if you do use a Leatherman multi-tool, because all these double-ended bits do work in there. However, if you don't want to carry one, this does work pretty much by itself. I have, I think, the smaller one's this in my larger kit, and I'm not carrying it around, so I guess that's no point in carrying just this. That's the problem when you put these kits together. You're like, okay, you scavenge the things from one kit to make the other. I don't think this will work. Let's just push this through and find out. Come on. No. Now this is for the tiny 4 mils, which I don't have in the kit. Kind of silly. At any rate, it's another way to go. Again, fun to put these things together. Just you need to remember to go through it and go, okay, actually, what I need in this kit to flesh it out for full is all of the pieces, not just most of the pieces. These double-ended bits are pretty nice. I'm trying to remember where I got them. They are from WIHA, W-I-H-A, double-ended bits. And the nice thing about them is you get twice as many bits per bit thing. Although, as you can tell, these little bit carrier holders aren't as good as you might want to know. But this is the coolest little ratchet. I like the Press to Cycle one, which is in the larger one, but that's pretty long. So if you need a shorter one, and this one does have a flex head, so it's a lot of things you can get in there with, but you're not going to be able to the other one. I don't think that you can put a huge amount of torque on this, but you know, enough to fix most things. And again, align the red dot here with the rat hash marks there, and you get a, that's not gonna work. What would work on this best? Huh, not really. I thought I had the adapter socket for this. Apparently it got taken out of this kit. At any rate, they have a quarter-inch hex to quarter-inch adapter that probably belongs in this kit that would make this thing just a little more useful. And this does work this way. I suppose you don't really need it when you have this handle on here. That's enough leverage. That's probably enough leverage. That's probably why I didn't put it in there. Anywho, and of course these all fit right up in here for fairly short clearance. Not quite as small as a good socket set, but not bad. And that's it. At any rate, it's a little bit lighter, a little smaller, but I do like these longer Phillips bits that I got. These are Milwaukee, I believe. These both 2s? Yeah, these are both 2s. Probably should put a 1 and a 2 in here. Anyhow, super handy. Thank you.